Okay.
Hold on a second, we gotta get set up.
Over here. I guess let's let you do.
Gloria, hold on a second. We just have to all get set up.
Roger.
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 Get over here.
I can see this in the sun.
Roger.
Get over here, Roger. Get in. You want to flank Gloria? Get right up on her.
It's so hard to say. I want to read these.
Oh, you need shade.
Yeah, I know, I do. But
Oh.
let's get everybody here. Shucks. Hi, okay. I'm attorney Gloria Allred. I represent 33 accusers of Bill Cosby. And I would like to make a short statement. Then I would like to also make a statement on behalf of the 3 of the 5 prior bad act witnesses whom I represent who testified in this second criminal trial. First of all, I want to thank the jury. Justice has been done! And we're very, very happy and proud of this result. Beginning in late 2014, the accusers of Mr. Cosby, whom I represented, began to speak out. It took a great deal of courage. In the beginning, many were not believed. We are so happy that finally we can say women are believed, and not only on #MeToo, but in a court of law where they were under oath, where they testified truthfully, where they were attacked, where they were smeared, where they were denigrated, where there were attempts to discredit them. And after all is said and done, women were finally believed, and we thank the jury so much for that. And they were believed after the prosecution met their high standard of having to prove guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. And the jury in this second criminal trial found that they believed women. And I'm the happiest I have been about any court decision in 42 years. Shalon Lasha, who testified at this trial, states about the guilty verdict, "I feel that the judicial system works. 32 years of nightmares and tears are over. Thanks to all of those who have supported me." Lieslot Lublin, my client who testified at this trial as well, she's a teacher in Las Vegas, says, "I am extremely grateful to see that the jury was able to see past his defense attorney's lies." And she says more. If people would, all right. But people keep emailing me, so it's kind of covering up what they're saying. "I truly hope that his long list of victims will truly, will now be able to find some kind of peace." And we will have more from her a little bit later. And finally, we also have a statement from Janice Baker Kinney, who also testified at this trial. And, all right, there we go. Her statement is, "I am overwhelmed with joy, relief, and gratitude. Joy that finally justice has been served. Relief that the years of this toxic chain of silence has been broken, and we can now move forward with our heads held high." And there will be more from her later. So I just want to say, it's been a very long journey, but this is an historic result. This was her story. Not his story, not history, but the story of her. The story of Andrea Constant. The story of all of those who took that risk against a rich, powerful, famous man, took the risk of being denigrated publicly, took the risk of being sued. Well, and is living in Montgomery County, throughout this nation, and throughout this world. Thank you. Oh, lastly, I do want to thank Prosecutor Kevin Steele, Kristen Fedden, Stewart, an amazing prosecutorial office. They believed in this case. They went through that first trial, ended in deadlock. Some prosecutors would not have retried the case. They took that risk for justice, so I want to thank them, Detective Reep, Detective Schaefer, all of those who worked so hard behind the scenes and who also believe my clients, and just everyone. So Tom Mesereau, you tried, you failed, the personal attacks did not work. Bill Cosby, 3 words for you: guilty, guilty, guilty. Thank you. I'm happy to take any questions, and I'm sure that others would like to speak as well. But let's just have some questions first. Okay. All right. Thank you. Who would like to speak?
Definitely Lily.
You want to ask a question first? Or you want them to speak?
Okay, let me let Victoria go first.
Get in there, babe.
I just want to thank DA Steele and his amazing team and all of the people who believed in us every step of the way. We are so grateful to all of you, and thank you, thank you, thank you. We are vindicated, we are validated, and we are now part of the tsunami of women's power and justice. We are not shutting up, and we're not going away. Get over it.
Thank you.
I stand here in the spirit of Martin Luther King, who said that the arc of the moral universe is long, but today it has bent towards justice. Last year, when I was sitting in the courtroom of the first trial and the verdict was hung, I left with such a tremendous sense of disappointment, and it became evident to me that the justice system is light years behind modern culture. But today, this jury has shown that what the Me Too movement has saying is that women are worthy of being believed. And I thank the jury. I thank the prosecution. But I looked at that jury, there's this one young black man on that jury who I looked upon as my son, and I know the disappointment that he felt in looking at a beloved black male iconic father figure and being able to yet render a guilty verdict. I thank him. I thank all the juries, and this is a victory not just for Andrea Constant, whom I consider to be the Joan of Arc in the war on rape. It is not just a victory for the Commonwealth. It is not just a victory for the 62 of us publicly known Cosby survivors whom Gloria Allred has helped give a voice. It is also a victory for womanhood, and it is a victory for all sexual assault survivors, female and male. And I thank you all in the media. You are the pillars of democracy. Without you, none of this would have happened.
So one last point, which is, I said before the verdict, how many women does it take for one woman to be believed over the denial of one rich, powerful, famous man? And the answer in this case is 4. All right, thank you so much, and we'll see you later.
Ms. Allred, if you're Harvey,
Fantastic, thank you so much.
Ms. Allred, congratulations. If you're Harvey Weinstein, how nervous should you be today?
I think Harvey Weinstein should have been nervous even before this verdict.
Even before this verdict.
Yeah. I represent multiple victims. Thank you so much. All right. Fantastic. Unbelievable. Thank you. Oh, really? Yeah. How are you?